Ernesto De Castro said that his key to success is no secret. Study, advance your knowledge, and do it all over again. Well, good afternoon, Dr. Ernie.
Yes.
Welcome to the show called Self-Made.
Oh, okay.
You're one of a great leader that we want to follow. So we would like to find out how you build your career. We want to start it from your childhood. Can you please share with us?
My interest in engineering actually started when I was really very young, playing on the streets. I was playing with the son of one of our mates, and while playing there, we decided to try to get a mango hanging from a tree. And what I did was to get two pieces of stone and tie it together, no? And surely enough, it did not work very well. Bali ka agad, no? And the son of our maid came in, tied it properly with the lap, and used that to get the mango. He was able to get it. So I said, there must be some knowledge here that I should know. That must be an engineer. Mm-hmm. And so that actually started my idea of wanting to know about engineering. And of course, my father was a building contractor.
Oh.
So that really got my interest. Mm-hmm. I learned a lot from my father, also in engineering. Mm-hmm. So that got my interest in engineering.
Yeah. But when you were a kid, did he always bring you to all his projects?
Well, yes, kasi sinasama niya ako. So that got me interested in what he's doing. He's building many houses. At that time, mga residential houses. No?
So who inspired you when you were a kid?
My parents na rin, kasi that was their business.
Okay.
And actually, the business of my grandfather was also in construction.
Oh, so it's a generation.
It's a generation of builders. Ako focus ako sa engineering, not really construction but engineering. I wanted always advanced knowledge, kaya dyan ako nagpupunta sa advanced studies. And right now, as you can see, I'm promoting BIM, which is advanced knowledge and process in engineering.
Then what made you also so interested in education, helping the engineers?
When I got back here with the PhD, I was invited to teach a graduate school of engineering sa UP. So I taught there for many years. I taught a lot of subjects. Lahat pinapaturo sa atin. So I got a very wide experience of education. And I met a lot of students, and I knew that kailangan talaga impart yung education sa ating mga students. Of course, it's a graduate school, but I saw that many of my graduate students became faculty in many universities all over the country. That is very inspiring to me.
So what do you think, how can Pinoy compete globally, or what we should do Pinoy to compete globally?
Okay. As I said, let's start with training the Filipinos to become a global brand. No? To become a global brand, the Filipino engineer must be well-trained, well-educated, adept at technology. No? And once he's known to be a brand, then he becomes an engineer of choice. Now, I want to expand that. No? I'm not talking only about the engineers, I'm also talking about the technologies and the technicians. Dapat i-train din natin sila. Let us not try to give to them to get all the licenses, professional license. Ang kailangan lang taga to be trained in the skills. And these are the more people that we need. And these are the technicians, technologies, and the sub-professionals that are really needed in the outsourcing industry. So that's a lot of foreign exchange with the Philippines. So doon ako natutuwa. If we can motivate a lot of people to go this way, no? Let's train our engineers, our professionals for knowledge process outsourcing. We can earn a lot of money for our country. Yung sinabi ko, earn foreign currency in your own country.
In order to achieve that, what would be the right attitude to be successful?
Let's be focused on what we want to do now. We want the Philippines to become a brand, Filipino engineers, but we want the Philippine outsourcing. Let us ask everybody. It must be everybody. It must be the government, it must be the academy, it must be the industry. It is us, the individual, who must work together. Ang attitude natin, let's work together. Sama-sama tayo. Let's make that happen. Let's create the future, no?
Can you share with us your secrets? What made you where you are now?
I think it's really my family that really supported me towards my education. And for all the Filipino families out there, I think it's a good Filipino practice to really support our children in education hanggang sa as much as they want to be educated. No?
Now, what do you think, how can we push the young generations, the millennials, to be masipag?
I know the millennials, they cannot keep in one place. They don't want to be doing the same thing. But I think this is just the right time for them. No? We have technologies, we have gadgets. These are things to make all the millennials busy. No?
Okay.
And we are introducing new ways by which, even in our company, we're accepting that if you're doing a work here, you can do it in your home. No? You can do it anywhere. We design it in such a way that we have a way of checking and assessing that you're doing it correctly, so you don't have to do it in the office. You can do it at your own time, but we just require that you be responsible enough that you comply with your assignment. No? So we can attract a lot of millennials that way. No? Yun ang masasabi ko. I'd like these millennials to help their country.
So, what do you teach your students in living a better life?
I always teach my students about what we call engineering ethics. Ethics, as I define it, is that you harm no one. You should always shun corruption. If somebody asks you to do anything against what is supposed to be ethical, you should not do it because you degrade yourself. No, if that involves a certain amount of money, you can earn that money by being better.
So what's your best advice not only to your students but to all Filipinos in order to make our country first world?
Well, my advice is really to get a good education. Advance your knowledge, learn the best practice, and then do it. Then I don't think you can get wrong with that.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
Every success has its struggles. Every dream has its trials and tests. Listen to their stories, because if they did it, you can also be called self-made.